City 3, Liverpool 0. Bro, is it like, look, before the game started, yeah, I said one thing. I said, look, I don't care who wins. Anyone but Arsenal, innit? So anyone that's gonna be able to stop Arsenal, just let them win. But really and truly, I was thinking, yo, 2-1 City. City will score, but maybe they'll concede, blah blah blah, whatever. The game started and it was like, we knew that was gonna be like an issue for Liverpool in terms of City's attack. And we can all agree City's attack dangerous, and very dangerous. You have Haaland, Foden in the 10, Doku on the left, Cherky on the right. People, easily dismissing Doku. That's what they do. Doku's a scrub, Doku's this, Doku's that. A lot of people said it. I was not one of them, but at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? He has to do something at some point. This season, he's been playing really well, getting some assists here and there, goals maybe, or affecting the games more. All right, cool. That's all he really needed to add to his game anyway. Taking his man on and all that kind of stuff he was good at anyway. It was that final third decision making. We get into this game and he's just on it from minute one. You have that he's the one that managed to win that penalty. So there's gonna be a lot of controversy, but for me it's simple. Like, I understand that people are saying the contact's light, and if we're just looking at the contact, then we could say cool, it's too light for it to be a penalty. But in my opinion, if I'm gonna be really honest, if you look at as soon as there was contact, I think which was around like the Mamadashvili's knee with Doku's left foot, when he went to take the next step, he couldn't put his standing foot there because it's not where it was supposed to be. So just about when he was supposed to land his foot, because he got clipped, when he went to land his foot, he couldn't really land it where he wanted to be. You could say it's minor contact, but it didn't allow him to have a shot or do something. It was enough contact to put off his left standing foot, in my opinion. So that would have said is a penalty. Otherwise, I would have thought, you know what, it's too light. See what I'm saying? If he just fell straight away, I think that would have been too light. But I think him going on the angle that he was going with and then being able to shoot, if your standing foot's off, you can't shoot. Do you know what I'm saying? And if he kind of goes down with the way his standing foot was, that's easily, I'm saying, a very, I'm saying, like, something that could be a very dangerous thing, like, in terms of injury and stuff like that. But either way, he was man of the match. Doku, I have to applaud him. The problems he was causing, you know what I'm saying, as well, like, it was crazy. Haaland obviously stepped up for that. The penalty got saved. I don't know, man. He didn't look confident anyway. Like, it's weird, man. Haaland, as cool and calm and collected he is in certain moments and most of the time, but when he goes to sometimes step up the penalties, it's like you know where he's going. I don't know. I would have thought, because Harry Kane usually goes bottom left corner, and you think, you know what, he'll get it done. He'll get it done. Even if you think he might not look confident, he just knows. Even if he's hitting it on the left, he still imagines he hits on target, so you can't save it. But it wasn't necessarily that powerful. It wasn't really right in the corner. Mamadash really saved it, and then later on, Haaland scores. Do you know what I'm saying? Haaland scores either way, so that was a good thing. In terms of them still getting the goal, Haaland still managed to get that goal. Then, I think for me, in terms of like, the game was just for me all City. They had most of the possession. They created 4 big chances, I think, before the penalty or around that time anyway. Like, they had that. They should have been there, like, to win the game. If I look over to like Liverpool's thing, like, Salah, world class stinker. Again, he has a stinker, bro. Like, second half, it was through 1-on-1, and I think he had another opportunity which he just missed. So I don't know. Ekitike was nowhere to be seen. Konate was the one that, I don't know. I think he was the one that gave the ball away for that first penalty that they had. The penalty that they had. Van Dijk, another. You know what I'm saying? Not a good performance from him. Robertson ended up getting hooked off by the manager for Kirkes. McAllister, oh my lord. McAllister, bro. Like, I don't know what happened to him. One good season or 2 good seasons at Liverpool, and he just never looked the same since. I think it was one. Anyway, I think it was one. If I'm mistaken, then my bad. But I think that's another one. Gravenberch didn't know where to be. You could tell it's a structural thing, because even if you play a 4-3-3 4-2-3-1, and he still look bad. Like it's mad. You know what I'm saying? It's mad. Soboslai, maybe you should have just went with this whole Gakpo on the left. You know what I mean? Verts in the 10. Just stick to that. This whole Verts on the left thing, time to dash it in the bin. You know what I'm saying? Just dash it in the bin. Verts on the left's not working, in the 10's not working. I don't know, man. He just doesn't look physical enough. I've had all these conversations before about 10s and how sometimes you play them in the 10 and they can have, the games can go bypass them, and other teams not always finding space. Your players not always finding space in the through the middle, and you're not always receiving the ball in the half turn. Sometimes when you're playing in the 10, or the CDM stuck on, like there's all these things. So sometimes you want to drift out wide and it doesn't work out. So maybe start out on the wide, then drift in might be a little bit better. And it's the same conversation we have about Palmer sometimes when he doesn't perform. But he just doesn't seem physical enough. Every time he gets the ball, he loses it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't know about this Liverpool. Bradley was alright a couple of times, but still, the Doku had fun on that side. Doku had fun on that side. Foden again as well. Gonzalez is another one that has to club. Obviously managed to get that second goal. Do you know what I'm saying? I think it was deflected if I'm not mistaken, but it was a good shot. And it's like, even Nunes was good. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think he got an assist. Nunes and Bernardo Silva got the assist, and even then they will look good. So I'm saying the back line was alright. Couple of mistakes there, I think, with that. But besides that, Donnarumma, I think, came out as well running out, almost took out one of his own players. That could have been a chance as well for one of the attackers, which I think was Salah. Like there was all these opportunities that even Liverpool didn't create enough. Because I think if I go back and look at like the stats for the people that love the stats and that, bro, like it was like Liverpool's expected goals was what, 0.71, and at the end they had 51% possession, but it was more like a basketball game, so throughout the game it was around 50-50. Yeah, 7 shots, 1 on target, 1 shot on target the whole game. 2 big chances, 2 chances, 2 big chances missed. Do you know what I mean? And then if you look at City, 1.60 1.60 xg, 14 shots, 6 on target, 1 big chance, and that's the 1 big chance that they missed. I don't know, maybe that could have been the O'Reilly chance or something like that. I don't know, but either way, it was like, I don't know what kind of showing this was from Liverpool. It was a big fumble in my opinion. You saw that if you look across, um Arsenal drop points against Sunderland. This is the perfect time to catch up to them, to turn your season around with some of the bad period that you had and stuff like that. I don't know what's going on over there, bro. I don't know what's going on over there. And bro, it's gonna be long for them, very long. Because currently Arsenal top of the league, City second, we're third. We're third, but oh yeah, Maresca out, by the way. We're third, but Maresca out. And Sunderland's fourth, so we're above Liverpool on the table as well. So we were supposed to have a unbelievably bad season. That's what everyone's looking at us like. We've had an unbelievable bad season. But listen, so far this is not really a good look for Liverpool, especially the way the way City dispatched of them without without a Rodri as well. So this is not even like that. And then if you go to the last goal before I end the whole the match reaction, Doku's goal. Doku done the little dangle, cooked Konate, and just whipped it, bro. Whipped it. Like that was so. Nah, everything Doku does worked for him in that moment, innit? And it's like you can see that when a player sorts out his issues, you can actually see what it was. I think a lot of people nowadays jump into this conclusion to call someone a scrub, not good enough, this, and that. But look what he did today. What a performance by Doku. So you have to give him his credit. And he's always been a guy that people said, you know what, he's very confident, always takes on his man, never scared, always tries. So it's not a thing where he's always scared to try and he has ability but he doesn't try it. He always tries. I think Cherky, I wanted to see more of Cherky. I wanted to see him do more, but Yeah, man, this is a disappointing game. And listen, by the way, for the Liverpool fans, I'm not trying to hear any of this.
Bottle job. I don't want to hear the word injury. Players were moving out the house. One guy was playing with a little scratch. Oh, my guy lost his hair. Oh, one guy has a cough. He didn't take his lemsip today. I don't give a shit. Wallah. Wallah, I swear to Allah, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, we're not trying to hear any of those excuses. Yeah, people drop points around you. Yeah, it was your time to capitalize. Do you know what I'm saying? And this could have been a turning point in your season, but it looks like City will be the team that will looks more likely to challenge Arsenal out of those two, by the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna leave my hat in for my club, but that's a different story. I think out of those two, in terms of City and Liverpool, City is the one that I think looks more likely to challenge. And bro, today their wingers look good. Even when Savinho came on, he looked good. Like, listen, they're doing their thing in it, and I think this is the thing I said throughout the summer as well. Never count out Pep and his team. You know what I'm saying? They spend money for a reason. There will be a player there. Whether he lands during the season, whether he lands at the end of the season, whether he lands at the beginning of the season, that's all for us to find out. But till then, listen, I want to big up everyone that's tuned in. We're on the way to 1K. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.